Hi, everyone. It's Doc Talk. We are at the beginning of drinking season. How's that? Right before St. Patrick's Day, when everybody begins to think about how fun it is to do activities, and part of that is imbibing in some alcohol. Today's message is you cannot be operating motor vehicles while you're under the influence. And let's just say that as a generality, whether it's a boat, an ATV, a bicycle, a car, you can't do it. We just had a recent case, a young woman on her birthday celebrating with her friends, and then decides that she can go take a ride on an ATV and can do it without any protective wear in place. And she has what ruins now her life and the life of those around her, because they didn't want to step in because it's her birthday, and how can you tell somebody on their birthday that they can't do something? And let's just say nobody would take out their friend on their birthday, right? And she had a devastating head injury and died. And then what is influential to me as an emergency provider, all of the friends and family coming together afterwards trying to come up with some reason for this. So as we enter into St. Patrick's Day, and then we have this sequence of events with Easter and then Memorial Day and forth, let's just say no amount of alcohol, period. Planning ahead means you have a designated driver, or you have a designated Uber already on your phone, or you have another method to get home safely. But operating a motor vehicle of any kind, we had a recent boat crash that involved alcohol, killed other people. We had a number of places where our providers were hit by intoxicated drivers on the road. Those cases, you're hurting somebody else really bad or ending their life. And so please let me give that public service message. And green in the beer does not reduce the alcohol content. Let's say it that way. A second important item of the day is gastrointestinal illnesses. Now, why would I do that? Well, as we end winter time and get through the respiratory illness phase, we enter into the GI phase. Sometimes it's a sequence, and I'll tell you this. Antibiotics, particularly powerful antibiotics for pneumonia, can in some people make them very sick with the GI illness. That's kind of one of the common things that happens when you get powerful antibiotics for pneumonia and other infections, is it wipes out the good bacteria in your colon and lets bad bacteria come through and predominate, and then make that person very sick with either horrible diarrhea or bloody diarrhea, or frankly, it just kills parts of their bowel. So we have to be very careful with antibiotics. We have to be very careful with GI illnesses. The other theme in GI illnesses right now is if you're going on a cruise ship and in other places, we have a particularly bad strain of norovirus, the cruise ship virus, that is spreading through this country and the continent. That means you have to be very careful in eating around other people. Norovirus is not a virus that is dependent on the temperature of the food. It will affect you from any food that it wants to, hot, cold, milk containing or not. But we know that other infections, milk and dairy products, food that has gotten warm when it's supposed to be cold, food that's left out for a long time at the St. Patrick's Day party, or the eggs left, the green eggs left for hours, and 11 o'clock you decide you're going to eat them when they were made at 6 o'clock, is a good way to invite those kind of infections. I want you to be safe as we enter into our festival time of the year, beginning on St. Patrick's Day, which is so important to all of our public safety people. You stay safe and enjoy the holiday. Take a little alcohol if you want. Somebody else does a drive and gets you home safely. Y'all take care during this season. Happy Doc Talk.